Welcome back to Brummie Wonders. It's not a pretty one today. Not one of my finest moments either. So I've got to be honest. I've got a bird in the back. And to make things worse, she's starting to smell. And I'm going to say, safe to say, she's definitely dead as well. So, it's going to be an adventure, isn't it? But what I really want to know is, can I get a refund from Tesco for this duck that cost me a fortune and has gone off too early? Suppose we're going to find out. So, I was actually going to do a video today on the new car, but no, I'm in the van because I don't want to do short journeys in the car because it's bad for new diesels. So I know some of you may be into the usual content about walking around parks, Birmingham history and all that cool stuff, sometimes vehicles. But today I wanted to bring you a real hard-hitting subject, to be honest, and that is your consumer rights, or lack of. I don't really know yet because we've got to wait until I get told yes or no. But as far as I'm aware, Tesco are pretty sound when it comes to poultry refunds. And I'm not saying poultry as in poultry, I'm saying, actually, is duck poultry? Let me know in the comments. I just reckon that anything, it's chickens and geese. Are they all poultry? Is duck poultry? I don't know. But anyway, I bought it 2 days ago, I believe, and I thought it would be a nice fancy little Chinese dinner that I could make. I wanted to make some kimchi sauce, maybe a little bit of curry sauce, maybe go a little bit Taiwanese with it, I'm not sure. But I've never roasted a whole duck in my life, so I thought that'd be nice. And you know why? Because it was $7.95 and it was pretty heavy. And now I know why they're heavy. It's because their giblets are still in there. Giblets. So I don't think I'm going to necessarily get the amount of meat I was expecting for my money. So which way do I want to go? Oh, this way, left. So yeah, let's go. So to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to return to the Tesco's that I bought it from. And I'm very aware that you don't have to return to the exact store when it comes to these multi-franchise shops. So I think just to make things easier, I can go, because the other problem is that I don't have my receipt either, because I just assume the weekly shop's always going to be fine, and it's not usually an £8 hunk of meat that goes wrong. But this time it has, and annoyingly, the thing that might just save me is the fact that the club card exists. And I'm not a massive fan of the club card because obviously you're in a buyer's club now, and you only get the good deals if you're willing to hand over all of your data to the Tesco guys. But on this occasion, I'm quite glad they've got my data, because apparently you can give them your club card if you don't have your receipt, and they'll bring up any past transactions from the last 30 days and they'll be able to see what I bought, they'll be able to check the date, and hopefully I'm going to get a refund on this duck. Now, I was hoping to go in and get an exchange, nice and easy, duck for duck, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be out and about now for the rest of the day, enjoying the last day of sunshine of summer 25 potentially. So I don't want to dick about and leave the duck in here all day because it's pretty warm. So unfortunately it's a refund scenario today, which isn't ideal, because I think, does it matter? No, your buyer's rights are your rights, your consumer's rights are your rights, but surely an exchange is better for everyone than a full-on refund, but I don't know. So we're going to find out what happens there, and then after that, depending how that all goes, I want to go and buy some new registration plates for the new car, because we'd like to drive to France in the new car. And to go to France, you don't have to do this, I'm just planning 10 times ahead now, because the car needs new plates anyway. So where am I? Banners Gate. I want to go left. Shit. I'm gonna go left. So is this where I want to go? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. Oh. So yeah, to go to France, you got to display some UK stickers now since we left the EU. And that's fine, not the problem. I don't even mind buying stickers. I like stickers. But to kill two birds with one stone, considering I've got to get new plates anyway, I'm going to get me some plates with the UK thing on the left-hand side and a picture of the United Jack, or whatever flag, the Union flag. And then I don't have to put a sticker on my car, which, you know, I'll probably do anyway, because I like stickers. But yeah, I'm just going to get those instead, because it's going to be around £20 for the pair, which doesn't sound too bad to me. So yeah, man, that's the plan after this. Get some plates, and then after that, go to the park, have a walk around, eat the chicken sandwich, because I ended up cooking a chicken because I don't have a duck, and just have a nice time and catch some nice scenery, and catch up with you on what's been going on in Birmingham, because it has been in the news quite a lot lately because of the old bin strikes, so I'm sure we'll talk about that. But for now, Tesco at Princess Alice Retail Park, that's what it's called? Princess Retail Park, I don't know. It is Princess Alice Retail Park, which is quite nice actually. There's a really good Greggs here with a spot of grass outside, which is really nice to sit in the sun, if the weather's nice. But also, there's Sutton Park just down the way, so you should probably go there really. Dun, 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 dun. Right, here we go. Can we catch the fuel prices just for video's reference? It's £1.34 for diesel. Wow, should have brought the car out. Then again, apparently supermarket petrol is bad. You shouldn't use it. Supermarket fuel. I mean, I wouldn't be buying petrol anymore. I'm a diesel kind of guy. But yeah, you shouldn't use it apparently. It's dirty. Okay. Oh, he's not looking at all. He's coming out blind. Fucking hell, mate. Jesus. That's why you shouldn't park forwards. I'm gonna go here. Okay, step one complete. Arrive at Tesco. On for step two, return the duck. 10 out of 10 for the customer service at Princess Alice Tesco in, is this Erdington still? I don't know, but bloody well done. Well, that went extremely well. Well done, Tesco. At Princess Alice, wherever, I don't know if you can see it, but have a visit. I mean, she was a lovely lady on the customer service. We almost got away with not cracking open the bag of stinking flesh, but she had to get the barcode and the batch number eventually. So quite funny, and she was a good sport. Because it bloody stank, mate, and it was even worse because it was yesterday that we found out this was a problem. We bought it on the 5th. It's now the 10th. It's had a hole in it since the 5th, I imagine. So pretty putrid stuff. We did put it in the fridge and all that, but I only went to cook it yesterday and it smelt terrible, so I'm glad I didn't. They leave the giblets in as well, which is really cool. So there we go. I didn't need an actual receipt. I used my club card because I used it during the purchase, and so they can just ring up any of your stuff that you've bought in the last 30 days. It was there. It was a Gressingham whole duck with giblets at 1.8 kilograms, but let's remember the giblets are most of the weight, I guess. So yeah, refund on this occasion. I'll buy another one another time and cook a duck, I guess. But there you go. Refund, baby. All good, all good. So we like that. On with the day. Very drama free. I am a bag for life down, and I've just lost 8 Tesco points, which is really gutting actually. Hey ho, off to the park. No, I'm gonna go and buy some number plates now, and I'll let you know how much that costs, because I want to get you with the hard-hitting real life stuff that everyone has to go through. And first of all, I think a lot of you wouldn't be refunding me, and you should. Secondly, would you go to Halfords for your registration plates, because they'd want £40 for the basic ones, and we're going to go somewhere a little bit more exotic and see how cheap they can actually be. So, just made it to the number plate factory, and I think it is called the Plate Factory, and they are based on Jameson Road. I think they've got one over in Alum Rock as well, But we're going to go for here. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to go for gel ones or not, 3D plates, because they're cringe, but they're kind of cool too. So I don't know. And looking around, no one has the UK thing anymore. So I think gel with the UK thing and will stand out a mile. And that's what you want, because no one wants to stand out on the road, because then people could chase you. I don't know. But I stand out enough in this bloody red van. So I'm getting gels and I'm getting the UK thing. So here we go. Just for your information, to get some new reg plates made, you're going to need the V5 document to prove that you own the car, and probably some identity kind of proof, like a driving license or a passport maybe, just to prove you are who you are and you own the car. And so no one's getting cloned plates, are they? So I've got those. Let's see how we get on. So, cool little place, nice little space. It came to £35 all in. More than I want it to be, but that's because Silly Boy here added on some UK stickers and went for the 3D, because why not? Why not? I don't care. So I'm going to get those, but they're not ready till 5 o'clock, and it's cash only, so I'm going to have to sort all that out. And yeah, wait for the call and then pick them up, which is pretty sweet. So I'm going to head home, swap into the new car and show you around, and then go to the park. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, off we go. So, as a side mission, because those plates won't be ready till 5, swung past my old workplace and grabbed my charger back off a friend so I can actually charge up the BSA Bantam 6-volt battery, because that's died. I don't know if I ever did a video on buying that battery from a really cool shop down King Standing Way, but I'll probably go there again. But yeah, tried starting it yesterday and no bueno. So we need to get the charge on, and this is my only charger that can do the 6-volt thing. So that's the ABSA if you need one. So yeah, maybe a video fire up thing tomorrow on the BSA Bantam D7. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to sack off the idea of collecting those plates today, because it's already 4:45 and I've had loads more happen. So since I got the plates sorted, I dipped into my old work. I'm sure I've already videoed this, to get my charger for the 6-volt battery for the BSA Bantam, to stick that on charge to get cash out for the other guy, and then get in the Peugeot and then take that for a little run, because I need some fuel for tomorrow, because we're heading to Matlock, which will be nice. So yeah, ended up running the car to Hardtop, or the Hardtop end of Sutton Park, Hardtop car park. Been there before. If you go back in the channel, I believe the video was a kayaking visit at Blackroot Pool, which was awesome. And the funny part that happened right at the end of that video is when I left, I was in the van, and there's like, you know, I've got loads of decals and weird stuff on the van. As I'm leaving, some guy's like, "Oh, is that a Viking sticker on your van?" And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, "Well, I know I'm part of a Norse religious society based out of, I think it was Newent, by Nottingham." Like, okay, talk to me, because, you know, I give people the time of day for some reason. And then as he got his phone out, he brought up the internet because he wanted to show me his little club of anime fans. And yeah, his internet was still on a German gangbang from I guess the morning. This was somewhere in the afternoon, so disgusting. And, you know, he did apologise, but clear your history, fam, clear your history. So it's going to be a creepy time, because I'm going to follow that guy into the woods, which is, if anyone's watching, this probably looks seedy as fuck. Everyone heard of Cottagers Cove in Manchester? Have a look at the Charlie Beach channel if you want to catch up with that sordid place. But I believe this is fine. It's just woodland, mate, no problem. God. But anyway, I'm going to carry on walking down here and keep the lake to my right, and hopefully do a bit of a loop around back to the car park, because it is actually bloody roasting. I don't know, tomorrow's due to be 21 degrees. Today's only saying 17, and your boy is burning. So I'm going to take it easy with the sun. Oh, look at this opening. This is nice. You ready? Don't think I've ever bothered walking this way, but I recognise that over there Is that Towngate? And there'll be play areas down here and potentially a pub actually. Oh no, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. That's not the roundabout. Anyway, let's have a walk down there. Isn't it lovely? What is this? I forget now. Third biggest park in Europe? Something like that. I don't know if it's 1,000 acres or more. It's a lot though. I think it is Towngate. And yeah, all the play areas are there. There's a little hut, and behind these trees is a pub, if I'm not mistaken. Not the cheapest pub though, so I might have to forego that one. I think it used to be a Toby Carvery. I don't know if it still is. But I know there's been a refurb fairly recently. Which is mad, because going on the roads to get from this gate all the way round to Hartop is a good mile, I think. It takes bloody ages. So that's pretty mad. Yeah, it's the normal place. So actually I've got some cool memories of here when I was a wee lad. Namely, making badges in the hut. I don't know if it was like a half-term special, but I do remember quite a lot of... I mean, I was crap at drawing, so no doubt I drew a bad rendition of a London taxi. And the nice lady put it in that little pressing machine. And obviously my sisters would have turned out much better. But am I right? I think I'm right. Madness. So yeah, it's a bigger loop than I planned. But it's nice to see this side. I don't usually bother with the this end of the park. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't it look all right? I don't know if the play area has been upgraded since the 90s. It's not looking promising. And we'll see if the is the ice cream house functioning. I don't know. And that, yeah, the hut looks closed. It was all go back in the 90s, wasn't it? And I believe we are due a renaissance of the park, because as I keep saying, especially Brookvale anyway, near mine, that one's starting to really take on a life of its own with all the new people around, and it's actually quite a nice thing to see. It's generally rammed, so maybe the same will happen here and the ice cream will be pouring once again. Who knows? Never seen this in my life. We're on Tudor Hill leading to Richmond, Arga Drive, all this. So you can't get to Hartop this way, which would make way more sense. But what's that then? Nice little park house. Bit dilapidated, dated, but lovely. You can see what they were going for. And just here the matching column, which is lovely. And Towngate entrance, which I remember very well as a child. What I don't remember is quite this amount of rot at the bottom of these stands. Look at this. That one's okay. There's not a lot left of that one. So there we go. It's probably best to skirt the play area. I haven't got the dog or the kid today. So let's just keep it normal and head to the right. There you go, Sutton Park National Nature Reserve, English Nature. I've not actually ever heard of them. I'll have a little Google what they're all about. It's a much smaller play area, but I do actually remember that obscenely wide slide. You'd think they'd have one of those big climbing spiders nets. A real park would, and this is as real as a park as it gets. Isn't it lovely? So, playground out the way and back out into Das Fields and car parks. But actually, it's that hut over there that I remember doing badges. So I'll say it now. If that's open, and I won't lie to you, if it's open, I'm going to make a badge. And I'm going to try my best to draw a London taxi as a 32-year-old man boy. I'm probably just as bad. Oh, I can see something. It says visitor centre. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? I haven't got any oh, I have got a bit of cash because I got it out for the bloody reg plate guy. Strikes me as a place that only takes 50s though, so you know, probably won't be interested in my purple notes.
Obviously, as it's not in Birmingham, as it's in Warwickshire, then no, it's not. Yeah, otherwise we would. Birmingham, so why would you? Yeah.
When I went to the oldest walk with Sutton Coldfield Natural History Group.
Oh yes, we've been to. Oh, this is recent. Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, no badge activities available, but a very impressive history wall and nature wall and all this other stuff. What did I just learn? Well, in 1665, 800 acres of this park were badly damaged in a fire, which was literally a year before the Great Fire of London. Now, why so many fires, bro? What's going on then? Was there a really good summer? Was it the big clean out? What was going on? A great reset, perhaps. Who knows? And another interesting thing that I was not aware of was Thomas Holt. So, the namesake of the Villa Ground, so owner of Aston Manor, many, many moons ago. And he was in that manor during the Civil War, I believe, when Rupert came to burn down Birmingham. And yeah, Thomas Holt was part of the bourgeoisie, you may say, and essentially a controller of the city, or just outside of it, and there was another one in the middle of town, I think. But it was a very, very important figure at the time. But anyway, Thomas Holt built a dam here, which created Powell's Pool, I believe. And off the similar dam, I don't know if it was that one itself, but a mill was built. And some of the first cotton ever spun by mechanical means was created here, in the royal town of Sutton Coldfield, particularly in the park, which I think is pretty cool. Interesting stuff, I'm sure you'll agree. And what else are we doing now then? So I'm just going to carry on walking, see what else pops up, because so far, surprise, 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 after every corner. And that's been nice. I'm not sure which way this will fire me out now. Oh, son, you're ruining everything. You're ruining everything. Isn't it nice? So yeah, we're actually at Windley Pool now. Now, I don't know if this lake is called Windley or if this is Powell's. I'm sure we can confirm in a minute. But I did bring the family, the missus, the baby down here, probably just in the dying moments of winter, and feeding the ducks here is an experience. I think I've got some videos for you. It would appear that word has got around. These guys, they've come miles. Proper pilgrimage of the geese. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. Feel like we're at Dickworth Dining Club and we brought 2 little wings. It got a little bit crazy. Was it you? It was all you. Geese, I mean, they're all on edge now, isn't it? It's breeding season, so they're going to be quite hissy nasty. But hopefully these ones are friendly enough because they get fed by the humans quite often. Yeah, that march down the road, and they all came out of nowhere, not sure where they normally live. Oh, we just had, you ever seen a goose fire shit out of its arse? There you have. Aren't we lucky? Nature at its finest. The Royal Sutton Coldfield Athletics Club. And some very, very pretty little goosies. Yeah, I don't think this is one I'd kayak on. There's way too many bully birds here, so it's not for me. But it's good, isn't it? So the little stream that cuts down this dam here, that creates a really nice little wet walky bit where kids like to ride their push bikes through it and get a nice splash. Dogs like to drink from it and get a nice splash. And it's very nice. Major childhood memories here. You just don't forget stuff like this, do you? What aren't we allowed to do? No barbecues and no fires. Grass on them. Call this number if you want to grass on them. There we go. We need to get rid of this fencing, guys. Why is that there? I suppose, is it dangerous over there? Is the wall weak? Maybe. Are my shoes tall enough to walk through this unharmed? I think so. Oh, oh. It's all good. No breaches. Shout out to, who are these? Maverick Boots. So Sutton Park has quite a good collection of informative pyramids, which you can spot every so often. You see that one? Should we go and see what it says? Usually they tend to be marking out stuff that you can't really see anymore, like ancient burnt mounds from the Bronze Age maybe. Some of them do mark out some World War II memorabilia. It's like a shooting range and all kinds. Some of them will mention the jamborees and scalp meets of the First World War onwards. No major mentions of like the Henry VIII days, but I think there's one that tells you about how it used to be part of the chase, which obviously links to Cannock Chase, which is bloody ages away, but this patch of land was massive, and it's rumoured that this royal town of Sutton Coldfield is named so because Henry VIII liked to use it. And then there was a weird story actually in that house, in that visitor centre, saying that it was somewhere around Rookery Park where Henry VIII got taken away from his party and lost a little bit, and a local little girl helped him, and he said, well, you can have some of this land back, little girl. And that land became Sutton Coldfield. What do you reckon? There we go, Windley Pool and the Manor House. Windley Pool ahead of you. That was Windley Pool, we were right. Constructed in the 12th century, Sutton Coldfield Manor House where the Earls of Warwick lived when they hunted in Sutton Park in the Middle Ages, stood on the hill beyond the pool. Okay. Until 1824, the dam of Windley Pool was the only access to the park for horses, and in the 17th century, cattle grazing in the park were regularly rounded up and driven across the dam to the Driffold. And I believe Driffold Lane is just over there. But yeah, it's a super steep hill. So if you come out of Windley, straight out of this road, up this crazy hill, back over it, you'll go over the train lines, and then you will be greeted by the rear end of a Blockbuster and a lovely Wetherspoons called the Bottle of Sack, which it's a bit studenty, but get there at the right time and you've got yourself a sunny garden and a pint for £1.99, which you can't complain about, obviously. Another information pyramid spotted next to this ridgeway, this dam. What is it? Wouldn't call it a dam, would you? Embankment, maybe. So I reckon it's going to mention that and how old it is. It's the Holloway. It's a well-worn track which ran from the Manor House along the dam of Windley Pool, access to the park and Streetley Gate. So the Holloways, that, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but it's such a brilliant fact. Basically, Holloways were roads that were so well worn that often they could be 10 foot deep, I believe, maybe 20 sometimes. And the road from Five Ways in Birmingham, basically, all the way through Lye and heading towards Hales Owen, was one of those Holloways. And there's descriptions from Anne Schimmelpenninck. Check her diary out. She used to live at Five Ways, moved to St Mary's or Great Bar Hall, as it was known then. And she talked about the Holloways and the deep roads and the mud people who lived in Lye, which is pretty funny. There's no one to ask for directions. I'm not going to Google it. Well, this path has gone on much longer than I wanted it to, so no doubt I've flown past my exit. Look at that. And look ahead. It's starting to open up, so hopefully it's now. Well, just googled it. Here's the map. I am a mission away from the car, but challenge accepted to get back and get to Boldmere for a quick pint before the day comes to an end. Hey, this should only take like 20 minutes max. I genuinely thought though I was basically skirting the back of the pub, but I suppose that would be a very large pub if it takes 25 minutes to walk around it. So we learn. I'm now carving through the woods again at diagonal level to get to Keeper's Pool, I think, and then do a little left, or Keeper's Well, and then do a little righty lefty back to Blackroot Pool, up the side of that, and then find the car park at the Blackroot Bistro. Never easy, but it's always lovely. Where else would you rather be lost? It's pretty good. Well, there we go. Wasn't as bad as it looked on the map. We're at Blackroot already. And what, it's been 2 seconds? So there we go, round this bad boy, up the hill, and we're home. Tips in the comments if you don't mind. If you've trod in dog ends, right in the toey end as well, what's the best way of walking through mud to get it off, or dry sand like this? I'd expect this to be the best, and I kind of walk with a twist, and I walk with a twist just to get it off, but it feels chunky still, going to be honest, and I reckon I'm going to have dog shit on my clutch. Cool. This is not the lake I thought it was. I think this is Powell's Pool. I thought it was Blackroot, but Blackroot's got the bloody boat thing, it's got more grass than that. So yeah, I don't think I'm as close as I thought. We'll go uphill and see what happens. For you Sutton Park fans, that's Keeper's Pool. We're kind of here. So what, I've got another 10 minutes. It's all good. At least it's not raining. Usually rains when I'm out and about and lost. Am I lost, or am I just wandering? Hands. Well, my head is in the hands of the lazy bastards who have made this ish path through the woods, which cuts out that entire path all the way to Blackroot and just straight lines it to where I started this walk, allegedly. I reckon this is a bit of a mountain bikey path. Oh, it's steep. Path disappearing. Pardon. If you burp in the woods, does anyone hear it? And that one. Jesus. Proper hammock town this though. I shall be back. Yeah, this looks good. Breathing out my arse. I recognise this place. No way, it's the guy I followed into the woods. He's finishing his walk at the same time. Weird. Makes me feel better. Does that count then? Does that count as a walk for normie standards? There's the pool. Awesome stuff. And now I'm going to give you a sneaky look at the new whip. Which one's mine, do you reckon? Is it the Nissan Joke? Is it the Beamer? Is it the Orange Mini? Is it the red Mazda? Is it the Skoda? Almost. Actually, I think I've already mentioned it. No, I haven't. Guesses, please. Guesses. Give you a bit more context there. Or is it none of the above? And is it the Peugeot 308 SW? Yes! I got it in Park Visitor Dusty Purple as the colour, which I think is lovely. What do you reckon? It's got a tow bar, so ready for them adventures. Adventure ready. It's got the roof rack ready to go. First time I've ever had alloys on a car, to be honest. It's got central locking. That works now, and I'll tell you how I fix that. And if you have a look at here. Da, 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 da. Look! It's all futury, man! One knob special. Volume. Cools than that. And it has got that bloody, what do you call it? Cruise control, baby! But she's nice. She's a diesel. Look at that. And I like the counterclockwise Aston Martin style rev counter. Let's turn the radio off. It's nice, and it does have AC. Thank God. I've never had AC. Actually, I have. The purple KA had it back in the day. But this is fancy, isn't it? Bloody hell, mate. Right, that's that should be me, I think. Thanks for joining me in Hardtop Car Park and Sutton Park and many other adventures of the day. Thanks for collecting my stinky bird recuperation money. Coop. It was a duck. They don't live in coops. I had a chicken sandwich though, so we're back on track. See you in the next one. Brummy Wonders, thanks for joining. Look after yourselves. Hope you got to enjoy this glorious weather we've been having. And maybe next time we'll talk about the bin strikes. Goodbye.